There's a crazy new rune farm in Elden Ring courtesy of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. And not only am I going to show you how to do it, but I'm going to show you how to get there without fighting a single enemy. Alright, so to start, this guide is assuming that you have access to the DLC, and while there is potentially a better rune farm in the base game, that one can be very hard to get to, whereas this new one you can basically access the second you walk into the DLC, provided of course you take a short journey. Now first off, for those that have this location unlocked, I'm going to show you how to do the farm, and then afterwards I'll show you guys how to get there. Alright, so this farm is going to take place at the Raw Ancient Ruins East side of Grace. Here, I'm sure some of you might have noticed that on the other side of this large bridge is a giant furnace dude. Well, if you walk up to this ledge here, you should notice that he's going to start standing up. At this point, he's going to charge up a giant fiery ranged attack. What you're going to want to do is when you see him start to drop to his knees, you want to turn around and run back to that side of Grace. You'll notice that when you rest at that side of Grace and get up, that flame is still lingering in the area. This essentially means that if you time it correctly, bait the enemy into burning the enemies on the bridge first, then rest at the site and get back up, it will burn them a second time. And then all you do after that is simply rest one more time to respawn everything, and you rinse and repeat this whole process over and over again. Of course, if you're doing this and using the golden pickled fowl feet, the new golden horn tender, or the golden scarab medallion, those will all boost your rune discovery. Now, as far as how to get there, I'll be speeding up the footage, but I'll be showing you guys the exact path to take. Now, of course, starting from the gravesite plains side of Grace, now head over the hills and the plains until you reach the three paths side of Grace. Then from here, head straight across Elec Great Bridge until you get to the castle front side of Grace. From here, turn southeast and head down the path. You're going to want to follow this path to the east, making sure to stick close to the cliffside on your left. Now follow this cliffside all the way down until you reach an edge where you should be able to platform down into a gorge below. And once you get down to the bottom, you're going to want to make your way up the other side. Now when you get to the top, you're going to want to head up east and make your way through this swampy area, once again making sure to stick to the cliff on your left side. Now you're going to want to head up this way until you find a blocked spirit spring, unblock it and ride it up to another platform where you should now find another spirit spring. Take this second spring up to the top of Fort Reprimand, making sure to grab your grace while you're here. Now you're going to want to follow my path, past the enemy on the left, and make your way to the Fort of Reprimand Grace. From here, you're going to want to carefully drop down this ledge you see here, making sure not to fall in the hole beneath you. Now from here, you can run straight out the front of the fortress. In the front, there is another side of Grace. You can choose to grab this one if you'd like. Regardless, now you need to make your way up the path until you reach Morth Ruins. From here, you're going to want to head east down the path, take it left, and keep going until you see this hole here. You're going to want to keep going, platforming yourself down into the hole in the ground, where in the back, you should find a cave entrance. At the back of that cave is a ladder waiting for you to use. Take this ladder up and grab your Bonnie Village Grace site. Now from here, head straight east, and you're going to want to jump over the dried riverbed. You should now find two bridges closely connected to one another. You're going to want to make your way across both of these bridges and pick up the bridge leading to the village Grace site. From here, you're going to want to run up the path, go past the wolves, and past the giant flaming wicker dude. From here, you're going to want to continue up the path and through the long dark hallway until you reach the church district entrance Grace. From here, you're going to want to make your way down and across these rooftops, being sure not to drop in the water. You're going to want to follow as best as you can the path that you see me taking from one roof to another. Then you're going to want to go up this broken wall to where you can jump on this wall, and this wall will allow you to jump onto another rooftop. Go ahead and make your way across to the other end of this rooftop, where you should now be able to jump onto this archway. Make your way to the top of the archway and drop through the hole in the roof into a new building. Now here, you're going to want to follow the path that you see me taking, making sure to only go on the second left side path. This will lead you to a very large elevator. Take this elevator all the way up and grab your storehouse back section side of Grace. Now from here, simply hop over the railing as you see me doing, and there's another Grace waiting just beneath you, this being the storehouse first floor Grace. Now from here, hang a left and go through the doorway and take this new elevator all the way down. When you get here, you're going to want to hang a right and then an immediate left and hop over the railing. Then you're going to want to make your way all the way through this room until you reach a large door, in front of which should be the west rampart side of Grace. From here, head out the small door on the right, hop onto Torrent, and head to the other side of this large bridge. Now when you reach the other side of this bridge, go ahead and take the elevator up, where you should now find the Viaduct Minor Tower side of Grace. Now from here, head outside and take your immediate right. Head down this path and hug the cliffside on your left once again. Now you're going to want to make your way around this cliff until you reach a giant circular area with a broken statue in the center. While still on Torrent, you can hop down here. Now where I'm standing here, there should normally be an invisible wall that you're going to need to attack to reveal. Now when you get inside, take your immediate right and head down the stairs. Follow the path you see me taking until you reach a door, which you should now open. Now head through this door and down the path until you reach a spirit spring inside of a hole in the floor. Go ahead and jump down into that hole. Now when you get down here, go ahead and head straight and take your immediate left. Run directly out from this path underneath those archways all the way up the hill to where your new farming spot is now waiting for you at the Raw Ancient Ruins side of Grace. Now that is all on this one. Hit that like if you thought this video was helpful, and let me know down in the comments if you guys want some more Elden Ring content. I had a blast making this. Otherwise, you guys know that I'm the place for all things Call of Duty Zombies, so don't forget to drop a follow so you guys don't miss out on any of that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys around.